Son of Scotland 90 here, bringing you another Master League on the channel. I've got my primary one going, which is Aberdeen, and I decided I needed a secondary one. And I've decided we're going to be going AS Roma. Now, I was looking at all the possible leagues to do and all the possible teams to go, and I wanted to go a licensed team because it just doesn't feel right when you're playing against the likes, or even if you're playing as the likes of Man Red or Man Blue or Liver Red or whatever shite they want to call these teams. So I decided we're going to do the Italian League Serie A because there is only two teams in this that aren't actually licensed. And I can live with two teams, and I've changed the names as well. So I mean, I can just about handle two teams. Going to go Roma. Growing up, always had a soft spot for Roma. Always sort of liked them, and it's an interesting save because the team is decent, but it's not quite at the level it needs to be to compete for the league, and that's the level I want to get it at. So this ain't going to be a long process, a long rebuild. I intend to get Roma up and firing straight from the get-go. So all this stuff is going to be on normal. We want the first transfer enabled because we're going to be buying loads of players. Or at least that is the plan. We're playing on Superstar difficulty. Match time can be 12 minutes and we'll be on Euro. So yeah, like I said, I expect a massive turnaround in this initial first transfer window. So a lot of players will be leaving the club, and hopefully players will be coming in as well. I've got a few players in mind who I definitely want to sign in. We'll also have a look at some others. As for who's going to be leaving, to be honest, I don't really know. I'll need to have a closer look at the team, at the squad, see who's worthy of being kept and see who needs to go. But at the moment we're meeting probably the two best players at the club, Kolarov, well at least in terms of rating, Kolarov and Dieko. We're speaking to this guy, no idea who it is. But yeah, for all I know it could be could be a Lazio player. For all I know, he sneaked into the clubhouse or whatever wherever this place is. Where you can see all the legends on the wall there. Where's Francesco Totti? Can we meet him? Look at all these players on the pitch. They're all shite. Give me millions. I need to buy more players. That's what we're saying to the sport director right there. And hopefully they do give us a decent budget, because like I said, I do intend on making a lot of signings, and if they don't, then we'll just need to sell a lot of players to make the money that I am required. So season objectives, we need to be realistic here. Yes, we're a pretty good side in this league, but we're not anywhere near the likes of Juventus. So winning the league isn't what we should be going for, and he agrees. He thinks we should be finishing in a position, a European Club Championship position, so he thinks we should be qualifying top 4, Champions League. I mean, it's going to be difficult. There's a lot of teams competing for those Champions League positions, but we're going to agree. You've got Juventus, who will obviously, be competing for the title. Then you've got both Milan clubs. You've got Napoli, you've got Lazio, you've got Atlanta. Like I said, you've got us, obviously. There's a lot of teams there that could be competing. You've got probably about 8 or 9 teams that could be competing for the top 4. And for us to get one of those positions, it's going to be difficult, but we'll try it. There's no point being negative. It was either that or, say, bottom half, and I just don't think the board would be too keen on me saying a bottom half finish. So top 4 it is, and they're of the same mind. So it looks like we're on agreement, which is good news. Nobody's thrown the toys at the pram just yet, and we've made a successful impression, I believe, with the boys there by agreeing with a top 4 spot. Now we need to meet the press. Can we have a successful press meeting? 10,000 microphones sitting in front of us. The pressure is on. What are we going to say? What questions are we going to be asked? Hopefully some easy ones. Who am I kidding? It's going to be the same ones we get asked every single fucking time, because it's PES and it's just generic, same question after question after question. We're far from favourites, which we're not. Let's be real, we're not. Don't want anyone to cry about it, but we're clearly not favourites for this title. He just says we shouldn't be contending for. That's not what I said. I said I don't think we can win the title this year. I wouldn't say we can't win. We shouldn't be contending for titles or silverware for seasons to come. I want to put on a show. I want to play good football, and I want to sign players that can play good football. And you will see that in this first transfer window. We're not going to be signing, long ball, like Andy Carroll kind of players. We're going to be looking to sign good players and see if we can get them over the line. But I'm hoping that we can do a good blend of good football and results. I mean, I don't want to play good football and get tanked 5-0 every game. That's definitely not a good idea. So here we are. You can see the fixtures. I believe it's Caliguri, Sicily, Parma and Torino. So definitely the fixtures could have been harder. I'm not going to lie. We definitely could have got a harder start to the season. So I'm happy enough with that. Let's get stuck straight in then to the negotiations in our team. We'll have a look at who's staying and who's not. So we'll put them in order of possession because I want to go right through the team. It's important to know who we have and who we don't. So we'll start off with the goalkeepers. Got 3 goalkeepers. They're all around about the same rating. You've got Morante, who's 37. Getting up there, you've got Olsen, who's 30, and you've got Paulo Lopez, who is 26. So, for now, I think we'll probably keep all 3 keepers. I don't think there's that much money for selling them anyway. I don't think we're really going to make that much. So, well, the market value for this guy is 19 mil, but he is our number 1. So, I think it's only reasonable that we keep him for now. Moving on to centre-backs. We've only got 5 centre-backs. We've got Setton here, who's 23. What's his market value? 1.6 million. Got Ibanez, also 1.8. I mean, not a lot of choice here. Juan Jesus, who's 75 rated. Fazio, who's 78 rated. And our best centre-back, Mancini, who is 80 rated. Having only 5 centre-backs there, can we really afford to let any of them go? Probably not, so I think we'll keep all of them. Now, moving on to the next. Jesus Christ, look how many fullbacks there is at this club. Is there really need for 9 fullbacks? I'm going to say definitely not. So, you've got Calafiori here, who's 18. He can straight away, we'll just go and loan list him because he's just not going to be playing. Sek, this guy is 24, and he's going to be transfer listed. He's not going to get any time. You've also got David Santon, who, again, we don't need that many left backs, so he's going to go. He's been at the club quite a while, I believe now. He didn't do much at Newcastle. I don't think the guy is really that good, and I think I'd rather take the money that we can get for him. And what is his market value is €4 million. If we can get €4 million for him, you know what, we'll take him. As for Spinoza and Kolarov, we will keep both of them for now. Going on to the right back position, you've got Bruno Perez, who is 30, 75 rated. He's not going to go that much. Karsdorp 76, Sappacosta 28, and Florenzi. Is there really that need for 4 of these right backs? I don't think so. So Bruno Perez even. Apologies, mate. Didn't mean to get your name wrong, but I'm sure you'll be able to live. We'll transfer list him. As for, obviously, Florenzi, he is our best right back, one of the best players at the club. He'll be staying. Sappacosta or Karsdorp, who's going to be going, who's going to be staying? Have they got any? He's a team player level 1, so Sappacosta. But Sappacosta looks like he's on the decline. Whereas Karsdorp will improve. So, you know what? Sappacosta, we're not going to transfer list him, but we're open to reasonable offers. So, if someone comes in with a reasonable offer, we will definitely consider it. Right, next position, we've got defensive midfielder. I mean, this guy, we're just going to go ahead and loan him because straight away he's not going to be playing. And then we've got a choice between Diarra and Nsonzi. Nsonzi will be on the decline, obviously, and he's only a loan player anyway, so I think we need to keep both of these guys, and that's what we'll be doing. Pacella, 60 rated. Again, just get him straight out on loan because he's sitting at the club doing nothing really. Ricardo, what age is this guy? He's 19 again. Another player that we can loan list. There's Costanzo Filler. This guy is 22. Is he really going to do much? I don't think so. We're going to go ahead and transfer list that guy. There's Christine, 25. I mean, this guy, he could be alright. I'm looking at the centre mids here. Do we really need 3? Well, we probably do, to be fair. We probably can't keep all 3 of these guys. Moving on to the attacking midfielders, you've got Pastore, Mkhitaryan, Sanolio. Probably Mkhitaryan, one of our better rated players, but do we need him? I don't know. I think he's on the decline. I think his best years are definitely behind him. You can see here him and Pastore are on the decline, whereas Sanolio is going up. So that guy's market value is, Jesus Christ, his market value is pretty good. What if we loaned Sanolio out for a year, and then he'll come back a better player. I mean, that is we could consider that. I mean, I know it's a bit stupid, but we could try it, or we could just keep all three of them for now, and we'll see what happens. We'll maybe see if we make any signings first, and then we've got our wingers. We've got two right wingers, two left wingers. We'll probably keep both of them. And as for the strikers, we don't have much. We've just got Dzeko, Kolasinac, and Seller. So we'll loan list Seller. And to be honest, I'm actually tempted to loan list Sonolio because I don't think he's going to get much game time. And if we loan list him, it means we can just play Mkhitaryan and Pastore, and we don't need to try and force this guy into the team. So, but we'll leave it for now. We'll see what happens. As for players that I want to get, well, straight away, we're going to go and list a few that I want. So, obviously, Real Madrid don't want him, and I'm happy enough to take him. So, if we can get Gareth Bale, then I will definitely be delighted with that. So, we're going to go ahead and list Gareth Bale. There's a few players from Arsenal that I'm also considering, so we'll go ahead and get them. They're young players, they're players with a lot of potential. So, those players are Martinelli, who we're going to list, and also Guendouzi, who we're going to list. Now, I might even potentially try and get Ozil, since he's not got a future at Arsenal, and he could maybe do a job for us. So, you know what? He's probably not the worst player in the world. He could be an option, but I mean, nah, I think we'll leave Ozil. It seems like it's like 350k a waste of money, isn't it? Like, it's just a waste, so I don't think we'll bother about him. That we'll see. There's also one more player that I want, and he is from Manchester City, who I don't think is going to be featuring much for them. And where is he? Well, unless he's not here in the game, like, no, I don't actually see the guy I want. Well, could maybe consider Gabriel Jesus. What about Sergio Aguero? Would he be interested in leaving? Aguero and Bale up front, that'd be a decent team. But Bernardo Silva is a guy that I want to, so we're going to list him as well and see if we can get him. But obviously, if we get Bale, then we don't really need to get Silva. And we'll have a look at one more team. The team being Manchester United, and we'll see if there's anybody from them that we want. So, I mean, I would love Bruno Fernandes, but realistically, he's not going to come. He's just went to United, hasn't he? So, you know what? That'll probably do us from that. Now let's have a look at the players then that we have listed. Now, Bale is going to be my number one target because the guy's just not wanted at Madrid, and I believe we can get him. So let's go and do it. Let's not waste any time. I'd rather get Bale first, and then we'll worry about the rest of the players. My main focus is Bale, Guendouzi, and Martinelli. To be honest, I don't know why I shortlisted Bernardo Silva. To be honest, we're going to go ahead and unlist them because I don't think I could afford them. It'll probably worth a lot of money, and I don't know. I'd rather have these three. So these are the three that I definitely want. But we'll try and get Bale first. We'll start negotiations. If we pay 29.7, that's his release fee. So we can go ahead and get him annual salary. He would welcome a move. He's happy, I believe, with. We'll offer him 3.8. Contract length would be. You can't offer this player a contract of 3 more years. Alright, so he's only going to accept 2. And the release fee, alright, 40 million, then that's going to be his release fee. Unfortunately, he's not willing to accept anything less. But actually, no, I don't want that, because what if we up this? No, so it looks like his release fee, he's just not happy with that, so we need to give him a 40 million release fee, which ain't good. It means anyone can kind of just come in and steal him from us, if they choose to do so, so not too happy about that. Right, up next we'll try and get Guendouzi. We could potentially get the guy on loan. Let's see what a year loan would cost. 12 million. I mean, it's going to cost almost half just to get the guy on year for a loan. So we may as well just try and get him in. Full time transfer fee 40 million though. Jesus Christ, that's a lot of money. Maybe we could try the loan option. I take it back. Maybe we can try the loan option. Let's see if we can get him on loan here. Looks like the current club doesn't, so negotiations could go smoothly. Let's say 6 million. I think 6 million is fair option to buy. So there you go. We'll do the loan with an option to buy. And what about Martinelli? Are they willing to give us Martinelli on loan as well? They are, so apparently we can get Martinelli on loan with an option to buy as well. So we can get him for cheap. Apparently we can get him for 3 million. The chances are still high. So it looks like Arsenal happy to let both of them go. And looks like Real Madrid are happy to let Bale go. So it could be, next episode, we could be looking at Martinelli, Bale and Guendouzi coming into the team. But before we leave, we'll have a quick look at the game plan and we'll see what the starting formation is. And we'll see what the starting 11 is. So straight away, it's I don't know if I agree with that formation, to be fair. We might go ahead and just change that. If I can remember how to change the fucking formation. What a joke. Let's see here. How the hell do you change the formation? It's simple settings. How the fuck do you change formation, guys? Switch formation only, right. So we're probably going to play a possession game. Is that what we want? I might play that. That could be the game that could be the quick counter. Or the default. No, you know what? We will play the possession game, so that's what we're going to go with. But we'll move the we'll move them up here, so we're a wee bit more attacking. So it's going to be Paul Lopez, 82. We want Kluivert to be starting, so we're probably going to be Kluivert on the left, Under on the right. Dzeko will be up front. Well, Protti's also maybe should be playing. I don't know, Protti. Can we get Protti instead of Kluivert? We could. Depends who's really the better player, Protti or Kluivert. Kluivert's got a lot more pace. I think from what I've seen of Kluivert, he actually looks really good, but we'll give Protti the benefit of the doubt just now. You can start there. Sonolio's 82. You've got these two in defensive midfield. Maybe we want Pellegrini in there. Nsonzi, where's Nsonzi? Oh, apparently. Oh, wait, I thought we had Nsonzi. Nsonzi's not here. I thought we actually loaned Nsonzi in. Apparently he's been loaned out. Right, okay, so we don't even have him. Pellegrini. Probably want Pellegrini to start. I mean, 83 rated is pretty good. And then that guy there is... That looks like the team then so far. Kolarov, Mancini and Fazio. So that's going to be what our starting 11 looks like, unless we make any improvements to it, which I definitely intend on doing. So Martinelli wouldn't be coming in straight into the team, but I've got a feeling Bale would. And Guendouzi certainly could. I think Guendouzi would be starting in that midfield position. So if we can get those three players in, guys, I'll be happy with that. And then once we get them over the line, we'll look at bringing in even more improvements. And I don't know, maybe we'll look to bring in a good centre back. Chris Smalling is 82 rated. It could be someone that we consider, because I think we do need a bit more depth at the back with a bit more quality. So that's it, guys, for the first episode. Thanks for watching. Tune in for the second episode, where we will look to try and get those deals over the line, and we'll play our first game against Caligari. But until then, until next time, been Roma, AC Milan, Master League. No AC Milan, butchered it, fucking Roma, AS Roma. AC Milan was last year, and I did shite with them. Hopefully we don't do shite with Roma. Anyway, till next time, peace.